At the world's most famous startup incubator, the next big idea increasingly comes from one technology: AI. The famed startup incubator Y Combinator is known for birthing companies such as Reddit, Stripe, and Airbnb. It's traditionally been known as a hotbed of creativity in the startup world. It's highly competitive and selective, and aspiring founders have applied to the program in droves since its founding in 2005. But now, Y Combinator looks a lot like an AI factory. I talked to young founders taking their companies through the program, which pairs startups with VC mentors, gives them a seed investment of $500,000, and opportunities to pitch other investors in the valley. What I found was something of a monoculture. Pretty much all startups are focused on AI agents, voice assistants, AI native web browsers, and basically anything else involving AI. In fact, in the summer and fall batches of 2025, over 90% of companies had a core focus of building a consumer or enterprise AI tool. This is a far cry from the culture that YC used to foster. It used to be a haven for entrepreneurs building companies that were notably weird or different. Though it is still highly selective, in its early days, YC admitted only a handful of startups. Its first batch in 2005 consisted of 8 companies. One of them was Reddit. Other early winners included the streaming platform Twitch and Airbnb in the winter of 2009. Even as its batches grew in size throughout the 2010s, the incubator continued to promote the idea of contrarianism as a vital ingredient for success.
Okay, today I'm going to talk about how to succeed with a startup.
When Sam Altman was CEO of Y Combinator in 2019, he wrote a blog called How to Be Successful. In it, he wrote, "If you're doing the same thing everyone else is doing, you will not be hard to compete with." But Altman stepped aside as YC's leader in 2019. After an interim chief, Gary Tan took over as CEO in 2023, which coincided perfectly with the AI gold rush.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for all the inspiration.
A veteran VC and former YC partner, Tan's leadership saw YC welcome a deluge of AI startups, particularly as it expanded the program from 2 to 4 batches per year. The expedited schedule reduced YC's time frame from 12 weeks to 9 weeks. According to Luke Shields, who founded the automated debugging tool Interfered during YC's summer 2025 batch, all of the smart kids in the Bay Area want to work on AI. It's an alarming concentration if recent financial analyses of the industry are to be taken seriously at all. One report from Bain & Company found that by 2030, AI companies will need $2 trillion in combined annual revenue to pay for the energy-draining compute power used for leading models. However, they are currently on course to fall short by $800 billion. As the biggest AI startups, such as OpenAI and even giants like Meta, remain poised to pour hundreds of billions of dollars into building out data centers, it remains unclear how all of the investment will net a return. OpenAI reportedly spent $450 billion last year on servers alone, while its projected revenue lagged at $13 billion, according to the information. And Y Combinator's recent focus on AI startups could be contributing to what many critics and financial experts have said is a bubble. Many experts, including Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, have noted that most of the stock market's value is tangled up in the market caps of AI companies.
We're benefiting from the AI build-out of data centers.
Sam Altman, for his part, has even said he thinks AI is in a bubble. The question posed by all of this is an important one. Is YC merely conducting business as usual within a hype cycle, or is it, in fact, fueling one by pumping out wave after wave of AI startups into uncertain territory? A YC spokesperson told me last summer that this is all business as usual, but YC has never been as focused on one area of technology as it is now with AI. In the meantime, YC's immediate future, along with that of the tech industry and perhaps the entire US economy, appears tied up in AI ultimately paying off.